Well, good morning, everybody. Great morning we have. Thank goodness it is Friday. Thank goodness it is Friday. Looking forward to the weekend, and I'm so thankful and grateful that you are a part of my day. Thankful and grateful and honored that you permit me to be a part of your day. For all of the Manna fam, for the Manna fam, our regular Manna fam, this is what I have for you today. We're going to do something different on Fridays. We're going to do something different on Fridays. Going forward, our subject matter is always going to be the family. For the Manna fam, that is my regulars, and I'm so thankful and grateful that you always tune in and just see what the Lord has to say. On Fridays, I'm doing this thing I'm calling Friday Family Manna. Friday Family Manna. I'm always going to address a family topic or issue on Fridays. And this is how you can help. This is how you can help me. If you have a particular topic that you want me to address on Fridays concerning family matters, then I would love to do that. I would love to do that, and please just make the comment. And if I have the opportunity in the next several weeks, then I'm going to address that. And so now you know it. If it's your first, second, or third time, thank you for joining us. And we get together about 8 o'clock Central Standard Time every weekday morning. And as I had just said, that this Friday and all the Fridays following now, my topic is always going to be a family matter. A family matter. It's always the text, the talk, and the takeaway. Here is the text. It is Psalms 127, 3, 4, and 5. Have you ever wondered about your family and what God has called your family to do? Psalms tells us, Psalms 127, 3 through 5 says that children are a reward or a blessing. They are like an arrow in a warrior's hand. And then the fifth verse says, he is blessed whose quiver is full. Children are a reward. They are like an arrow and in a warrior's hand, and the person that has a quiver full is blessed. Let's talk about child's play. Here it is. I need you to get this. Is the talk now. This is the talk, and I need you to get this. This is the first thing, is what to do with your children. Is the first thing is to bring them to salvation. I know so often now, and we're in a world now where everybody wants their child to be famous. We hire personal trainers. We make sure that they get to the trainers or the dance recitals or whatever the case may be. And all of that is good. But the first thing, as a parent, you are to bring your child to salvation. Not children's church, not teen ministry, not the children's pastor, not the pastor, not the 2-hour service, but you bring them to salvation by witnessing to them and sharing them with them the gospel. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you sharpen them. You sharpen them. Remember, the psalmist says, and this is what the psalmist is saying. The psalmist is speaking to an agrarian people, and the more children, the better. It's not very different now. That he is saying that when we go to war, the more children we have, the more soldiers we have. And so he likens them to arrows. The same is true now. Your children are arrows to be flung into the heart of the enemy. What do I mean by that? Your children, after they are saved, now they are sharpened so that they can replicate, represent, and reproduce kingdom principles in the earth. Let me say it again. Your children, no matter their age, are to be sharpened so that they can represent, present again. They can then replicate, and then they can reproduce kingdom principles in the earth. That's how you sharpen them. You make them sharp to do that, to be flung into the heart of the enemy. Here's the third thing. You make them sure of themselves. Now, what do you mean by that, Bishop? What do you mean by making the children sure of themselves? Children who are sure of themselves are children who have been given definitive and defined and clear boundaries. A child that does not have clear boundaries is a child that will act out and act in anger, act impulsively, and they will lose control because they have not been given boundaries. Boundaries make a child secure and sure of themselves. We often think if I let them do whatever they want to do, then they'll be okay. I have to make sure that their self-esteem is intact. Well, all of that is good, but the main thing is that you have to make sure that they are sure of themselves by giving them clear boundaries. Right and wrong. What do we do? How do we do it? How do we act? What is their emotional intelligence? What is their social intelligence? Therein lies them being sure of themselves to act independent of you at that time, to be sharpened, to be flung in the heart of the enemy, to represent, replicate, and reproduce the kingdom principles, and then to show their salvation in the earth. Here we are. What's your takeaway? What's your takeaway on this Family Matters Friday? And that is, here's your takeaway. Weaponize your family. Weaponize your family. That is what you should do. All right, here we go. It's going to be this. For the next several Fridays, I'm going to come with a Family Matters manna for you. Share the manna. So thankful and grateful that you joined me. Don't be greedy. Don't eat all the manna yourself. May the Lord's face shine upon you and give you peace. Have a great weekend. Make it a great day. God bless you. Bye now.